All righty. And what are we up to date today? An old Zambo television. Going to eat that. This is an update on the Basil hack video. It's not often you see a basil plant. Did any of you know basil produced a little white flower? You know now? So, that basil plant, if there's anybody from America watching, that basil plant, let's eat that, has been grown inside for months. These ones have been grown outside. Now on the face of it, you're probably thinking, that's alright, that tastes great. However, I've been growing this stuff for months and months and months. And there's my hand. So what are we looking at? Maybe it's only grown 6 inches. So I'm going to say, buying shop bought basil. Buying shop bought basil. Is that another one? Yeah, anytime I see any flowers on them, I just peel them off, because apparently when they start flowering, there's another one, the plant goes awry. So I'm going to say, buying shop bought basil, doing cuttings on it. That's little chilies, so we can do another update. There's more chilies. Chilies seem to be very hardy. They grow outside okay. However, today's about the shop bought basil hack. Growing shop bought basil, doing cuttings, which does work. I mean, these little things taste great. It does work, but I think as far as hobbies go, nope, there's one there. It's a real crap hobby, and it's not mattered whether I've grown the basil in the house or outside the house. I honestly don't think that was worth the hassle. Now my brother, he's a keen gardener, even keener than I am. I'm going to ask him to do a little video. He took cuttings, apparently he's got lots of basil. Is it bolting because the plants are old? If I did cuttings now and started growing it, would it work any better? I don't know. But as I say, I think as far as hobbies go, growing basil at home in Scotland isn't a great hobby. Last year I chopped the apple tree way back. It looks beautiful, but I think it's had a very negative effect on the amount of fruit the plant has produced. There are some apples on it, and they're beautiful apples. Look at that, also something from my garden, doesn't it? But the harvest was crap. I don't know what these little things are, they look like berries or something. I've already had some raspberries. They were in there in a crossfire. The plum tree has never done as well as it's done this year. It's just not the prettiest thing you've ever seen. This pear tree produced a couple of pears last year. It's producing loads this year. This one has been fallow for the past 2 or 3 years. It's not fallow now. We have an abundance of pears. That's a cherry tree. We got the first 2 cherries off that earlier on. I'm going to eat another piece of basil because it's beautiful. some of these herbs, when you eat them, you can taste them, maybe a medical benefit to it. There's a tartness to it. Chemically, in a nice way. And the other pear tree has produced so much pears that it's fallen over. So that's 2 years in a row I've tried growing basil. As I said, this is for my mate. You know who you are, Alex. This is your upload. I don't think growing basil's worth it. And occasionally, very, very occasionally, my brother watches my videos. Let's see if we can get another Zambo in the action. This is another type of fruit tree, I don't know what it is. But, I mean, it was lucky if it was 18 inches. Now it's nearly as tall as that apple tree. So, fruit trees, fruit plants that are Scottish, grow like weeds. Basil, which is probably a Mediterranean plant. Let's get some cats in the videos up. Basil, which is a Mediterranean plant, probably grows better in the Mediterranean. Should you try this? I think if you have a greenhouse it may be different, but it's not exactly a mammoth basil harvest, is it? Anyway, there's the one that's been inside all year. It looks nice, but again, that one's bolting or beginning to produce flowers. Growing basil at home indoors, shit. Thanks for watching. Bye bye from me and bye bye from Marvin.